pee on my hand. See Terrell the go a fan. All these pussies got no motion.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, before we get into this video, make sure you check us out on Patreon at www.patreon.com/hookah_anonymous. You guys been telling us to create one for the longest, so we recently created a community where we will upload videos that we can't share on YouTube due to their guidelines.
Looking to skyrocket your YouTube channel? Let Sprizzy boost you to the top. Using YouTube ads, Sprizzy targets view.
We'll also be dropping the latest TDF first, behind the scenes information that you wouldn't find anywhere else on our socials. So make sure you become a member, and after you do that, head over to our official Instagram page at hookah_anonymous and follow us there. Now without further ado, let's get into what you guys came here to see. Now, you know what I find mighty funny? How as soon as Diddy gets locked up and pretty much fighting for his life, suddenly everyone has a voice, right? Everyone has a Diddy story.
Like, everybody got a story and shit. Like, them same motherfuckers that was with him, nah, they not with him no more. And y'all bogus, bro. Y'all is bogus as hell. Y'all was on his side and everything, like. But now he in this bullshit. Now y'all ain't on his side. What's up with that? Y'all was just like, what's going on? Now they trying to act like, you know what I'm saying, they never once was cool with him and shit. I ain't gonna lie, that's fucked up though. That's fucked up. Let's start there. You know what I'm saying? Like he said, as soon as Diddy get locked up, y'all motherfuckers switching. Now y'all act like y'all don't know shit. Yeah, alright. We know what we see.
Everybody's seen Diddy do this, Diddy did that. It's just a bunch of stories on top of each other from people we see coming out the woodworks. And what it's reminding me of is what's going on with Tory Lanez right now, right? Just a couple years ago, you couldn't see a blog. I'm talking about you couldn't see not one blog that didn't have a bad Tory headline about how he don't care.
Because that's what they love to do. They love to promote that negative shit, bruh. As long as it's some negative shit, they gonna keep reporting it. But if it's some positive shit that you doing, like giving back to the community, they not gonna post that shit. In the shade room, you know what I'm saying, they messy as hell. And I'll be suing their ass. Just for the simple fact that y'all are spreading like false allegations and shit about me. Y'all just making up rumors about me. Y'all constantly talking about me and shit. Nigga, I will sue the fuck out of y'all, bro. Cause it's like, what the fuck is you speaking on me for? Talk about something else. You know what I'm saying? Like, get the fuck on, bro. Like,
a black woman, or he shot Meg, he did this, he did that. It was a whole big campaign. Nobody wanted to play his music, so forth and so forth, right? And then for some reason, it's like a switch. A switch just came on out of nowhere to now everybody has Tory Lanez stories and have some type of justification on why they feel he is innocent.
Right.
Why they feel Meg lied.
Then it's like y'all should have came out years ago with that shit. Like, why is y'all waiting till last minute to when shit crumble and shit? Like, to when a nigga gets stabbed up 14 times, now y'all want to come out and say this and say that. Nigga, y'all should have been said something, bro. Like, man, that's what I'm saying. Like,
why they feel that suddenly after he's been stabbed 14 times, now everyone's advocating for him to be released. And my only question is, what changed? Right? Where is this energy coming from? And like I always tell y'all, silence is just as bad as anything else, because to know something is going on, to know foul play is being committed or some type of wrongdoing, and you know that the victim behind it is actually in the right, but you don't speak up, you're just as wrong. Another example of that would be R. Kelly. As he's been accused of messing with minors and underage girls, and they did the documentary, it's funny how much grown adults came out and claimed that they saw R. Kelly with these young girls.
Then, that's what I'm saying. So it's just like, why y'all ain't stop it? Y'all claiming y'all seen R. Kelly do this and do that, you know what I'm saying, with these young teens and this and that and the third. So why y'all ain't stop it? To the adults who was around, y'all should be locked up too. Yes, I said it. Terrell said it. Y'all should be locked up too, bro. Right along with R. Kelly. Fuck what you talking about? Talking about somebody seeing him do this and do that. Y'all, and it's crazy. This is grown motherfuckers. This is motherfuckers in their 50s, 40s. Who saying this shit? And y'all was around when this shit was going on. Ain't stop it. Y'all ain't want to stop this shit. Y'all ain't want to intervene. Y'all ain't see it as it being wrong and shit. But now y'all want to speak out. Get the fuck on, bro. Motherfuckers just
claim he did X, Y, and Z, but nobody said anything. Right. So my thing is this: if you seen a crime being committed, especially something like that, and you didn't say anything behind it, you are just as guilty.
Exactly.
And personally, if you ask me, you should be charged as an accessory to the crime as well, because maybe it could have been prevented had you said something a long time ago, right? But let's get back to Diddy. When it comes to the claims of what he's being accused of right now, personally, do I think a lot of it may have been consensual? Yes. Is it kinky? Yes. But do I also think that a lot of people within that industry like to do certain things for certain advances?
Yeah. Now they trying to act like, you know what I'm saying, they ain't fun boys or they ain't Pop-Tarts or this and that. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I'm telling y'all, bro, the industry weird. Man, it's deeper than what y'all think it is, bro. Like, this shit deeper, bro. Man, this shit deeper, bro. I'm telling y'all, like, y'all just gotta study this shit, bro. For real. Man, like, niggas trying to act like they ain't do this or do that to get put on and shit. Motherfuckers wearing dresses and shit to get put on, you know what I'm saying, to set their souls and shit, you know what I'm saying, wearing makeup and shit, like, or acting the other way to get put on. I'm telling y'all, listen to your boy.
Whether it's for money, roles, cars, fame, yes. I think that as well. And do I think that Diddy may have been a gatekeeper for certain things and maybe made people do certain things to get certain things? Yes. But I also think he's being used as a scapegoat to reveal all the wrongdoing in that industry. Do you think he's the only one? You think it started with him? Who did he learn it from? You think it's gonna end with him? But here's the funny part too. In the initial indictment, it was Diddy, followed by politicians, royal members of the royal family, label executives such as Lucy and Grange, athletes, a whole bunch of people who was involved in that indictment. So what happened to them?
Right.
Do we not just bring them up anymore? Are they not relevant to the case? Or is Diddy just being secluded and the attention is being placed on him for the time being? Who knows? The Diddy topic is a whole video within itself, but the reason I stated earlier that everyone tends to have a voice now, because Meek seemed to be one of them. It's been years of people accusing Meek or whatever weird accusations that's been flying around concerning him and Diddy, and Meek never spoke on it. But that's until today. Meek will finally address the accusations of him and Diddy wearing the same clothes. It says that it was basically...
you know what I'm saying? He trying to make every excuse. He trying to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, switch it up and this and that. Like we ain't got eyes. Like, we ain't see this shit. My nigga, we know which way you a slanger, bro. Like, you let this nigga call you daddy and shit. Like, man, come on, bro. Come on, G.
It's a coincidence. In the tweet, Meek would say, quote, "Story time, LOL, Coachella. Stopped at Maxfield, LA, grabbed a silk type Gucci set because people said it would be hot, then jumped on a chopper and landed. When I ran into Puff, I was salty we had on the same thing, but Ish wasn't nothing to a king. We all got the whole store." So, as you see, Meek is saying it was just a mere coincidence that him and Diddy had on the same...
Nah, it wasn't no motherfucking coincidence. We know what the fuck we seen, bro. Like, then we seen the footage of you being in the pool. You was at his crib and shit, you know what I'm saying? He telling you deserve it, daddy, this and that and the third. Like, you let another grown man say this shit about you, bro. Come on, bro. Then you got a son on top of that. Like, your son is seeing this shit. Then your son is questioning you about this shit. Like, get the fuck on, my nigga. Like, we know what we seen, bro. Like, stop it, bro.
I guess it was a coincidence that they took that picture too.
No, it wasn't.
But that's his story, and he's sticking to it. Now, Meek will go out on a limb and actually admit that he's been to a Diddy party himself. And I must say that if you grew up in the 90s or early 2000s, when Diddy was throwing those parties, you know that it was a bunch of celebrities in attendance. This is because everyone wanted to go to a Diddy party for whatever reason. It made it seem like it was the place
to have the freak offs. Do your homework on the freak offs. Why you think everybody want to show up? And then everybody trying to act like they wasn't a part of that shit. Get the fuck on, bro.
To be. Whether it was his infamous white parties that he had annually, everyone made it seem as if you weren't at a Diddy party, then you was missing out. So fast forward years later, with all the allegations about Diddy parties, why isn't anyone speaking up about being in attendance? Why is no one else coming forward and stating what they may or may have not seen at a Diddy party? So I would admit that Meek is brave for being one of the only ones I seen actually admit.
Up to 50,000 cars added daily on Cars.com. Where to next?
Church's Texas two-piece feast. Fuel for the soul, grill for the grind. Starting at $349.
Man, they need to bring churches back down here, man.
Now he would explain
they gonna close down Church's Chicken down here. Like, man, y'all bogus as fuck, bro. Like,
his times at the Diddy parties, and he would say, quote, just to put that on public record, and the craziest thing I seen at a Puff party is C-Vibes, and that's going on at all these parties. I'm from North Philly. I had millions since I was 23. I don't even want to be addicted to weed. Not judging, but I see it different. Then somebody would repost what Meek said, and they would say, quote, you're testifying for no reason.
Exactly, dude.
Basically saying that he's talking as if he's in the courtrooms giving his testimony. But the good thing about that part is when it comes to Meek, I would say that he did keep it real and say that it happens at all parties. And I commend him for that because everyone's putting a magnifying glass on Diddy parties, but how about them well-known Hollywood parties that everybody talks about? I'm talking about you had Whoa Vicky. She came out and told the world that there are certain parties that she been to where she had to prick her finger and draw blood before she was even alive.
Hell yeah, they doing rituals and shit. Like, what the fuck? They doing all types of weird shit. Do your homework, bruh. That's what I mean by it's deeper than this shit, bruh. My nigga, this is some demonic shit. I'm telling y'all, bro. The industry, I'm telling you, bro. Y'all gotta do your own research. Do it for yourself. Seriously, I'm just, bro, listen to your boy, bro. This shit is deeper, bro, than what y'all think it is, bro. This ain't some shit, you know what I'm saying, that's on the surface, nigga. This shit is beyond. Come on, bro.
And when she told him no, they told her she couldn't come in. Then you had someone like Cat Williams. Basically, he done did a bunch of stand-up talking about these parties in Hollywood. And before we know the Cat Williams that we know now, he has been through it his whole career. Seemed like he kind of stopped and they laid off him. You have a bunch of guys that speak on these Hollywood parties, but for some reason, nobody's exposing them the way they're exposing these Diddy parties. And just know that before it was a Diddy party, there was a Hollywood party way before. So like I said, I commend Meek for at least speaking up that it's not just Diddy parties where things get crazy at. Now he will also hint to something as far as the people who attended Diddy parties and why they probably not say nothing. He would repost that same tweet and say, quote, nah, it's funny. Everybody being quiet, stay woke. LOL. Now honestly, it sounds like Meek know a little more than what he's saying. It sounds as if he knows why everyone's staying.
Because, nigga, it's obvious. That's why they staying quiet. Nigga, they attended it. They knew what the fuck was going on, bruh. Do your homework.
Right, which is why he said, stay woke.
Come on,
and this goes back to what I said when it comes to those parties. Yes, Diddy may be the fall guy, but remember that there were still athletes, politicians, royal family members, label executives, and more included in that indictment. Now, as far as his tweet concerning Diddy parties and people doing C, someone will respond saying, quote, in context, you saying these celebrities are hooked on C, all of them? Meek responded saying, quote, I don't know, bro. I just know C had mothers selling themselves in my community. That ain't my choice of drug for me or my woman. I would fall out with my mom if she was on hard drugs. That is serious to us. The invaders can't understand. Now, Meek will also try to slip in another issue he chose to address and clear his name of, but this is where Twitter drew the line. Meek will tweet, quote, in the midst of Diddy on federal trial,
because when you expose that type of shit, nigga, they gonna shut your shit down. I'm telling you, listen to your boy. They gonna do something to you, bro. I'm telling you, listen to your boy, bro. Ain't none of this shit fake, none of that. This shit is real, bro. They will do something to you if you expose this shit, bro.
Bring back
Man,
up Lil Rod in his lawsuit that was dropped. He never said my name, but these blogs amplified that whole agenda against me. My culture don't believe it, but it's an attack on my brand. I want to get to the bottom of it. Now that's where Twitter drew the line, because he said that nobody ever mentioned his name, but the blogs are the one that amplified it. However, Twitter being Twitter, somebody pulled up the indictment. It will read, quote, rapper, redacted, on Mr. Combs' yacht, consorting with underage girls, sex workers, and R&B singer, bro. Redacted, and Mr.
Now that's just wild. Let's start there, bro. That's just wild, bro. For real. I'm gonna be right back, y'all.
Combs' Los Angeles home, consorting with underage girls and sex workers. Then when you scroll down, no, they don't say Meek Mill name technically, but it does say, quote, he is a Philadelphia rapper who dated Nicki Minaj. Then, in another part of that indictment, it'll read, quote, Mr. Combs informed Mr. Jones that he had engaged in sexual intercourse with rapper 11 redacted, R&B singer 12 redacted, and Stevie J. Then, if you scroll down,
see, all these motherfucking people getting exposed, but don't want to come out and say nothing. Come on, G.
Bottom of that, by 11, it says that he is a Philadelphia rapper who dated Nicki Minaj. Now, at the end of the day, I think this is where Meek loses people, because sometimes he says some good stuff, but then it's things like this where he tries to make it seem like everybody else is crazy.
Like,
now, I don't know about y'all, but I don't know too many other Philly rappers that dated Nicki Minaj. So yeah, they didn't name him per se in the indictment. It gave a very, very strict description of somebody that's similar to Meek Mill. We're just gonna say similar. But that's pretty much it, y'all. There's a lot of parties going on out there.
Hell yeah, bro. Like, it ain't just the Diddy parties and shit. Like, it's more than that, bro. Like, niggas is dead ass doing rituals and shit, bro. Like, I'm telling y'all, it's weird demonic shit, bro. I'm telling y'all, y'all gotta dig deeper. Do your own research, like I said up in the video and shit, bro. This industry shit is way deeper than what y'all think it is, bro. It ain't just no top surface, bro. It's beyond that. And when you get to exposing that shit, they don't like it. Listen to your boy. They don't like that. Do y'all research, man. That's all I can say. But I got more videos after this one. I love y'all and I'm out, man.